Welcome. Good to see you all. Let's make sure that everyone's back here today. Good to see you, Alina, Judith, Kumba, Felicia. Good, Joe. Nice to see you. And guys, thank you so much. So there's a handful of you who have joined. Well done. Your journey starts here. We are so looking forward to you. So not only have you got myself, Simone, Sean, and you've got the lovely Weng, of course, but you've got the whole community. You've got the whole community, and we're always looking for opportunities. We're always looking, and when I'm talking about opportunities, I'm actually talking about not just publications, but speaking opportunities as well. So we're always on the lookout. So the more we know about you, the more that we can make sure that we tailor our opportunities for you. So let's just have a look. Sean, everything all right on Facebook over there?
We're on Facebook, yeah. There's 3 of us so far, so I'm waiting for the Facebook room to warm up. Yeah. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, Facebook. So they'll come in, and I know it's a Saturday, and you would have thought that the challenge would have ended, but we wanted to do something a little bit special for you on that. So I am, now if there's anybody else in the room who, let's say, I'm still thinking about him, I'm on the fence, please reach out to me. And I know that Simone might have reached out to you, but I'm also available. So feel free to talk to me. If you've got any inhibitions, if it's money issues, if it's starting issues, it doesn't matter. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve, and you can ask me anything. So with that being said, I want us to get started because I know it's your Saturday. I want us to get started. So I am going to share my screen with you. I've got very interesting shares with you today. So let me share that. And Simone's here, by the way, folks. He is here. He's just sorting something out, and he'll be back on your. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, there we go. I'm back. You know when technology loves you before you go live, that's one of these moments. Technology decided to love me to the point that it wanted to take over. So now we are back on track. So Michelle, back to you.
Yeah, do you want me to just go in as normal?
Yeah, just going as normal. Going as normal.
Brilliant. Okay. So hoping, guys, you can see my slide. I have 2 computers, so I'm looking at another one here. Make sure I haven't missed anything. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. And I want you to use today to ask any questions, anything that you're unsure of, please put in the chat. Feel free to speak to me privately. We're all on Facebook, so you can just message me as well. But today I wanted to speak to you about something because it requires a shift in your mentality for this. And I want everyone to be hugely aware of that. And this is why I've put this together. So today, I just want to share, I'm not going to be with you long, but I just want to share these 3 things with you. Clarity of vision. This is what we're going to be talking about, the clarity of vision and your belief meter. We're going to be talking a little bit about the teachability index. And then I want to introduce you to the brain model. So some of you may have seen this before, those who may be on the challenge before, but for those of you who are new, you're going to like this. So first of all, I just want to put out there and to remind you that clarity is the ultimate power. Now, many of us say this, but what does it really mean? I know that when I've had conversations with people, you think as a coach or as a mentor that they know what they want, but sometimes people don't know exactly what they want. But when you get that clarity of vision, that clarity of mind, it changes absolutely everything for you. So I know there's some of you here, and this is just talking about your business as well. There's some of you here that you know that you need to go to the next level. I don't know what that level is. I don't know what it looks like. But I know there's some of us We're all at different levels here. There's some of us who are just starting out and getting, there's accreditation, being seen in the media, speaking engagement. That's all going to help elevate your new business. Yeah. And then there's going to be some of you who are already at that level where you just want more of them, or now you want paid ones. Whatever the vision that you have set for yourself, getting that clarity is the creme de la creme. So when we're talking about clarity of vision, what I want every single one of us to do from now on, whether you work with us or not, I don't care. I'm here to serve every single one of you. I want you to start using positive words. Start using positive. Your mind doesn't know the difference. And I know sometimes you may feel low, sometimes you can't be bothered, sometimes you feel irritated and frustrated. That's fine. You have the right to feel that. But I want you to find the positive out of all of that. What positive words can you use instead of using negative words? Because your mind does not know the difference. You have to instruct your mind. Part of that clarity of vision is to get a clear visualization of what you want to become. How great can you be? Now, I said this in a talk more recently, and I said, one of the things I tend to wake up and say to myself is, how great can I be today? What do you wake up in the morning and tell yourself? And then I see myself, whether I'm doing training, whether I'm doing coaching, whether I'm speaking, I have to visualize myself doing it. Every time I deliver a session on the Profile Builder Challenge, I've already gone through it in my mind. I've already practiced it. We've done this 4 times and I still practice. And I visualize myself in front of you, serving you, giving you everything I have. I clearly can picture this. So my question to you is, what's in your mind? Where do you want to be? What picture do you see for your business? What picture do you see for your brand? What picture do you see for yourself? And what legacy do you see? You can't be here wasting time. You need to know that there's a direction to where you're going. And part of that is using positive language and clear visualization. And the last is to have the corresponding feelings. Do you know, so many people, and I'm going to show you how it works, right? But so many people, they have the greatest intention, but they don't make an impact. And there's a difference between intention and impact. And we want us to go beyond intention and make an impact in the world. And one of the sayings I tend to say is, you can't make an impact in the world if you're tiptoeing through life. Whatever decision you make a choice. Make a decision that's going to work for you, work for your brand, work for your business. So as I'm talking about our language, our visualization, the corresponding feelings, is all based around our beliefs. As we know, our beliefs create our experience. Therefore, if you don't have something that you want, there must be something there stopping you from getting it, stopping you from having it. This is for everyone, including myself. And sometimes I have to do the inner work, because I can't serve you if I haven't done the inner work myself. And I have to think to myself, Michelle, what's stopping me? Why am I not as far as I would like to be? What is stopping me? What is stopping you? And when we think about what's stopping us, what is the belief? What is the story we're telling ourselves? Because I believe you have to believe in something, right? You've got to believe in something. You have to believe in the product. So this is the Profile Builder program. You have to believe that the product works. Or you have to believe in the team. Now you have seen that the last 5 days we've given you everything. And there's so much more. And there's so much more. So do you believe in the product? Or do you believe in us? Or you can believe in both. Or you have to believe in yourself. Now, there's some of you, you may not believe in yourself, and you might think, oh my God, this is a great product. I love it. I love it. Love it. I love Simone. I love Michelle. I love Sean. I love Wang. But I don't think I can do it. I mean, we're talking about Forbes. Can I really get in Forbes? Can I really get into entrepreneur? Who, me? I've just started in business. Why would they want me? That's the story you continue to tell yourself. But can you imagine if you just change your language, change your belief? What will happen? Do you think better opportunities will come your way? Do you think good opportunities will come your way once you change your language? Once you start visualizing what you want and have the corresponding feelings? So let me teach you or show you the teachability index. Who here has heard of this? Put a yes in the chat, or no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Michelle. Let me know in the comments, the teachability index. I can hear some background noise, guys. Let's protect your privacy and make sure you remain on mute. So let me tell you about the teachability index for those who have said no. The teachability index says that you may have a high willingness to explore alternatives. You have a high willingness to learn. Every single one of you have proven that. You showed up day after day after day. You've done your homework. You have a high willingness to learn. You have a high willingness to be open and to know what alternatives are out there. So this is all high. This is brilliant. You have a high willingness to learn, to seek more, to know more, to be more, to do more. This is brilliant. But when it comes to putting this into practice, you might be low and you might refuse to give up on the things that don't serve you. What are you doing right now that doesn't serve you, but you're finding a bit of a struggle to let go of? You have a low willingness to say yes, yes to opportunities, yes to new things coming your way. And please don't think I'm just talking about the Profile Builder Challenge or the program. I'm talking about in all areas of your life. In all areas of your life, assess your teachability index. You'll see you'll be excited for something. But when your mentor, your coach asks you to shift, to change, to amend, to take stock of your behavior, your character, your language patterns, you have a low willingness to say yes. You refuse to let go of the things that don't serve you. And you've got a low willingness to accept change. So my question to you, what one thing are you willing to change? What are you willing to change? It could be in your business, in your personal life. What are you willing to change? I want you to think about it. And if you wish, put it in the comments if you feel you want to. I know for me, there's things that I need to change. I know that. My husband tells me all the time that I don't take criticism very well. He tells me this all the time. It's something I work on, and I have to work on daily. And you know how I work on it? I start thinking, okay, I know about emotional intelligence. I teach about emotional intelligence, and I have to understand that feedback helps me grow. I can't always be told all the good things and the great things. We all love that, right? We all like the great things about us. But when we're told about something that might be our character, our behavior, we need to be willing to hear this and be willing to change and adapt. So that's me being honest. So what about you guys?
Oh, we have a few. We have from V, the fear factor.
Mm-hmm.
From Elena, fear of success. Angie, I'm forever working on me, and I will continue to do so.
All the time.
Change comes with taking different actions, so I have to adapt and put new steps in place, take action. But there is something that I would love to add on the teachability index, because it happens a lot of time when we say to ourselves, I'm too busy. I've got too much on. And a lot of times is to understand, are you busy with things that are actually moving the needle? Are you busy with things that are actually going to make a difference? Because it's difficult to let go of things that we're used to. Like every time there is a new up level and new things that I got to do, whether it was within GTeX or in my personal life, I'm actually very resistant. Like my default response is often, no, I'm too busy right now. And therefore, I risk to close myself to opportunities that can be incredible for me. And I remember that one of the things that I'm reminding myself consistently is to say, when I say I'm too busy, what am I filling my time with that is not serving me right now? Because we can create time. And maybe you were thinking about joining the Profile Builder program, and there is something that says, oh, but I have too much going on, or I don't have enough time right now. But maybe there are things that you can drop that actually are not moving the needle as much as building your profile, that automatically create the space for doing something that is going to make a difference in the short and long term.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that as well, because sometimes I can go straight away, like my first initial response, I'm too busy. And my wife calls me out on that all the time. She's like, but you don't even know how long it takes. Right. And a lot of time in the Profile Builder program, even if you can spare 1 to 2 hours a week, you're going to make a lot of progress there. So that's something to bear in mind. Michelle, back to you.
Yeah, love that. Thank you for sharing that. So guys, let me just have a look in the chat, actually. Yeah, I think I get emotionally involved in family affairs. Yes, Selena, I'd hear that, totally hear that. So, routine, Jasmine said routine. Yeah, and it's actually about taking stock and saying to yourself, what am I willing to change? And I'm going to show you something that's going to help you with your decision-making process that I want you to use when you're making decisions for your business, for yourself, or for your personal life. And I hope that it does help. It's called the brain model. So I don't know if anyone has come across this before, the brain model. So the first thing is this. When you're making a decision, you want to think about the benefits. What are the benefits of making the right decision? What does that look like? What does it sound like? How will it feel if I make the right decision for me? So think about anything in your life right now. You might be in a quarry about something, you know, you've got to make a decision about something in your life right now, but work out what the benefits of making the right decision, because it has to be the right decision for you, not for anybody else, but for you. The second area is, what are the risks if I go ahead with this, and what are the risks if I don't? Whatever that decision that is, whatever it is right now, what will you lose? What will you gain? What will you lose and what will you gain? Whatever this decision is. The third area is there an alternative? Is there another option? So if I had to relate this to, let me think of that. Okay, let's just think of the Profile Builder program in terms of the alternative and the options. There's always an alternative. There's always an option. Now, I can sit here and sell you the program, but I can tell you there's other alternatives out there. Of course there are. The alternative is you doing it yourself, right? Don't pay the program, pay for the program, and you can do it yourself. But what are the risks if I do it myself? Overwhelmed, stressed out, not sure if I'm making the right decision, not sure whether I should be pitching to this magazine like this, or should I do it this way? Not sure what I should put in to be featured on this podcast. Not too sure what should I say to that radio host or that TV station, because I think my product will be really great for that, because I can talk on this particular topic, but I just need somebody to help me write this document, or to check this document, or to keep me accountable. So yes, there's alternatives. But what are the risks if you do it your way, without sense checking, without getting somebody who is in your accountability partner to have a look, or without getting me, Sean, or Simone, who have been doing this for years, absolutely for years, and we know what to spot? It's up to you, right? Totally up to you. So this is how you break down your decision-making process for absolutely everything in your life. You work out the benefits, the risk, the alternatives, and what does your intuition say? That's what matters to me. This is my bit. How do I feel about this? Do I trust Do I trust the product? Do I trust the team? Do I trust myself? What does your intuition say? And once again, take this and use this for your businesses. When you're partnering up with people, when you've got to invest in something for yourself, use these steps. Use it if you have children and you're trying to decide what school to take your children to. This can be used for absolutely anything. What does your intuition say? And I know there's people in here that tap into your intuition, and this is very important to you. And I think it's got to be important to absolutely everyone. Is how you feel. Do you feel comfortable? And the last area is, what happens if I do nothing? What happens? So what happens if you do absolutely nothing? What's going to change tomorrow? If you do nothing today, what will change tomorrow? If you do nothing today, what will change tomorrow? What will change next week? What will change next month? And this is a decision that you have to make. You know that you want to take your business, your brand to the next level. You know that media opportunities want to hear what you've got to say. I've read your missions. I've read your messages. I've read what conversations you want to lead on. I've read what conversations that you want to be a part of. Let's do it. Let's do it. So my last question to you is, do you feel better equipped to make effective decisions, whatever that decision is? Do you feel like this brain model you can use in your life? Let me know in the chat. Let me also know on Facebook as well, Sean. Can you use it? Is it useful? Is it useful for you? If it's not useful, then don't tell me. No, if it's not useful, then feel free to put in. Like I said, I'm learning to take criticism. So let's see what we've got. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
That was a big yes.
Yes, V, yeah. It's a brilliant model, isn't it? It just makes you work out, should I do this, should I not, in any aspect of your life. Thank you, Angie. Brilliant. What about you, Sean? Anything from you?
Yeah, I have, yes, there's a good process here. And I have Claire saying how she's learned to take small steps each and every day that lead to big results.
Yes.
And, you know, she's learned to decide where to move forward. But I was just like, I was kind of just sitting here getting in the feeling of what you were saying, because I'm a feeler.
Go for it.
And I wanted to say, like, you guys know, because I'm part of this community, that I've had to make a decision recently that scared the living daylights out of me, right? And do you know the only community that I have shared that decision in that is full of ballers who are making these kind of big decisions and heading forward is this community.
Nice.
Right? And so that's what I found in that process, that you live this within the community, and I felt it and moved with that. And so it's so powerful. It really helps you up level, and having the community around you helps you just nudge you if it's a bit scary, because some people on Facebook as well have said, you know, it's quite scary.
Yeah.
So there seems to be fear. I think I captured a fear comment coming on the Zoom as well. And that's the strength of having a community behind you with knowledge. And they're all go-getters as well, an entrepreneurial mindset. It's like surrounding yourself with people who get you and know when to push you and know when to understand that maybe that's not the right way, to support you while you fall back and redo the brain exercise, basically. So yeah, I've got goose pimples because that's why I just went in a little space there. Like, awesome.
Yeah, I tell you, we always have at some point of our life some decisions. Some decisions are going to be harder to make than others, and I always have to come back to that and work out, do I feel okay about it or not? You know, and sometimes we see things and it looks like it's gold and it's glittering, and then you think, yeah, let me go for this, and it isn't. And then there's things where you think you're not too sure, and it's probably that way you should have gone to in terms of your decision-making process. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with all of you. And like I said, I wasn't going to be before you very long, but I wanted to share that with you because it's a tool that I've used, and also that teachability index as well. I do it with people that we're coaching. You know, you're always eager to do this, and you want to do this, you want to be on Forbes, you want to be on TV. And then when I say, right, let's apply, I had one of the clients last week. She has seen that there's something that's trending at the moment, and she's the perfect person to engage in this conversation. So I said to her, let's apply for one of the BBC TV shows. I'm not going to tell you which one it is yet. And she was like, oh my God, Michelle, I really can't. I said, you can. I will be there with you. I'm going to help you write it. So we have put the pitch together. We have sent it off, and we're going to see. We'll see what happens. But the whole point of it, we're both excited. I know that she's nervous as hell because, you know, she wasn't thinking that big, but we're here to stretch you and take you outside your comfort zone. And I know she wasn't thinking about that, but that's where our minds go. And we've applied for it. And it's a very well-known program, but I know this is the type of theme or topics they will discuss on their show. So fingers crossed for her and for that. But that's what I'm talking about. It was a big decision for her. Her teachability index was high in terms of her willingness, you know, to be out there. And she goes, Michelle, I want to be big. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then when I gave her the opportunity, I could see her shrinking. But she's risen to the challenge. She has risen to the challenge, and now you know, we've put it out in the atmosphere. We believe that it's going to happen. And there's so much other opportunities that's coming her way. So I wanted to share that with her. And she is no, she's not here today, which is fine. But yeah, I'm excited for her. But anyway, guess what, guys?
Hold on. Can I ask a question? From Facebook here. I've been through so many courses and never achieved much from it. Although I'm a doer, I get stuff done. I've done the inner work, long story. What will make this one any different?
Have you worked with myself and Simone?
Have you? Angela Ward, I hope you don't mind that you put it online.
Angela Ward, have you worked with myself
Simone
and Simone?
And Michelle before, and the GTeX community? If you just pop in the chat, yes or no. No.
I mean, Simone, I would love to hear from you. Why should anyone work with you?
Well, there are a few different things that makes our program different. One is the accountability and support that is given. Because a lot of times people don't achieve there are two different reasons why I think sometimes programs don't work. One is because people are left alone to their own devices for too long. And without regular check-in, it's easy to zone out or not implement the right strategy. And the other part is also that sometimes the program is not long enough. The reason why we have extended from 6 to 12 months for the offer that we are given, it is because we want you to have more chances to get results from the program and get even more. But sometimes I see those programs that are, you know, a month long, 30 days long, 90 days long, and they make these great promises, but there is sometimes just not even enough practical time to get it. So these are the few things that I can see. The other part which makes us different is how the community is there to support each other. As you can see, this is not a community where people are pretending to be someone that they are not. This is us. This is who we are. Every other member in the community respects that. And allowing you to be yourself, which means also you're taking more action that are aligned with what you want to do. Because we're not going to tell you, follow this model, right? You have resources, but then we work with you to make sure that whatever you do is aligned in the way you work best. So for example, we have clients within the Profile Builder program that they love to write. They're not great on camera. Guess what? We're focusing on writing. There are people that love speaking, great on camera, great at events. We're focusing less on publication and focusing more on the speaking side or podcasting side. So there is a big element of understanding you and how you work best. So those are the different things that makes us different. which also makes our program work more effectively.
And just another question here, how much practical time do we need to commit to realistically, weekly, realistically?
If you commit for 1 to 2 hours after the initial onboarding, which takes about 3 hours plus your one-to-one session, if you can commit to at least a minimum of 2 hours a week of doing profile builder work, you will have a progress. If you can commit more, that's great. You will get more results. Like, of course, the more time you put in, the more you will get out. But if you make a minimum of 2 hours a week, then you'll find that you're going to, in 2 hours, you can apply. Once you get into the rhythm, you can apply to a lot of opportunities and a lot of publications and a lot of stuff. So that's the minimum. And there might be weeks where you might put 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, and weeks where you'll put 2. So that's the minimum amount of time too.
Can I just add to that? From
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
experience is, like you said, some weeks you'll have some hot opportunities and you're like, quick, you've got to do them. You end up on publications, on podcasts, and so you put in a little bit more effort than weeks you're on podcasts, right? But Simone and Michelle shared in this challenge about scheduling software. And this is what I find, because I like to ebb and flow with my life. I'm a feeler, so I feel how I'm feeling and then I'll do what I want to do, right? So yeah, that's it. And I'm allowed to be me in this community, right? There's no judgment on my ebb or my flow, right? And what I've managed to do is do so many podcasts, so many publications, and then bang them all in my scheduler. So see, on the time when I'm needing to just walk on the beach, and yeah, she's a feeler too. When I walk on the beach and I just want to be in my own mind so I can percolate the knowledge, then all this profile building I've done is out there working for me, and I'm not actually having to be there all the time. So I hope that helps you, because it is a great opportunity.
Yeah, I feel, thank you for sharing that, Sean. And I guess this is for everybody, and I want to take, I'm going to make an executive decision here, Simone. I want to take this, I want to still open it up for other people who have questions, even on Facebook as well. The whole point for me of the profile builder is to build your profile to a level that instead of you going out looking for the opportunities come to you. That's the difference. Because who here has time to be applying for all of these podcasts, applying for speaking engagements? You want to go to a level that you don't have to do that. That now you've built your profile to a level, to a standard that work comes to you, that organizations come to you and they say, we would love, we've seen you on social media, we've heard you on that podcast, we would love for you to speak our event. What are your fees? That's what you want to be hearing. So what we do for the profile builder is to help you build that profile. You don't have to keep building it forever and ever. You build it to a point, let the work come to you, and then you get to another level, and you might need to build it again to get to the next level. All right, so that's how I want you to see this. So when you're thinking about the hours you have to put in and the time you have to put in, know that that will come to an end. It will come to an end at some point, because people will see you. I don't pitch. I don't pitch. Yeah, and I'm unafraid to say that I don't pitch. If there's a particular, if there is a particular event that I would like to, if there was a particular event I would like to speak at, I will pitch to that, especially if I know that, oh my God, if I've seen who the rest of the speakers are, and I'm like, excuse me, I should be there. Why am I not there? I will pitch to that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep putting Selena on mute, my darling. I think it's coming off automatically for some reason. Yeah, and so I tend to do that. And if I give you a quick example, and please think about what questions that you may have for us, this is the time for you to ask us absolutely anything. What I done at the beginning of the year, somebody had invited me to an event that they were speaking at. And I looked at the poster, and the event was talking about visibility. And I looked at the post. I told this story a few times, and I was thinking to myself, I don't see my face on there. Why is my face not on there? So then I found who the event organizer was, and then I checked her out on LinkedIn, but I didn't request her. I didn't reach out to her, but she clearly saw that I was checking her out. So then she checked out my profile. Then she sent me a friend's request, and then I responded to her friend's request, and I said, I was just checking out your event. And I was thinking to myself, and this is what I said to her, I was checking out your event, and I was thinking to myself, why has she not asked me to be a speaker on there? How dare you not ask me? So this is what I said to her. And then she responded and she goes, how very dare I? And this is why I'm getting in contact with you, because I would love to have you as a speaker at my conference. And let me tell you, and you know what? And it's all about being yourself. So some people will be able to do this, some people wouldn't, but I'm cheeky like that. You know, I've got myself into places because I'm cheeky like that. But it worked. And I spoke at the event. And because I saw some of the other speakers who are massive, I was like, I've got to be there. I've got to be there. And I did it. And I spoke. And then a couple of other people saw me speak and have asked me to speak at theirs. And they're the ones who have asked me what fee, how much do I charge? So this is how it happens, guys. This is just a strategy. You know, we have lots of different strategies that may work better for you. But I just wanted to share that with you to show you that, you know, sometimes you've got to be gutsy. You've got to just go out there and grab what you want, irrespective of what may happen, you know, live life. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I hope that's helped you somewhat. So guys, any questions? Let's have a look. Any questions on Facebook that we should be aware of?
There were no other questions. We can wrap up this the training. There was a message from V's like, I wish I had the guts to be so bold. So you will get them by the end of the program. We will turn you into a machine for these things. That you don't have even to worry about that. All right, Michelle, back to you.
I finished. That's all I wanted to share.
Didn't you have the homework for today?
Oh yeah, your homework today, guys, is you have no homework. You have no exercises to do. Yes, I can relax. Yeah, you have no homework, guys. You were given some homework from Simone yesterday with the Haro, so you can continue with that. But you've got no homework, no new homework to worry about.
No new homework, so you can catch up with to complete the homework that maybe you're behind on a couple of days. The deadline for the homework that we gave yesterday, which is to create your Haro account and pitch the 2 Haro publication plus the extra credit to write an article about your experience and what you've learned in the Profile Builder Challenge. The deadline is going to be Monday, because we're going to have a special session at 6 p.m. on Monday, 6 p.m. UK time. Then we are going to have tomorrow, we have a special guest, actually. Michelle, do you want to tell us more about the special guest tomorrow?
Yes, we have a special guest. Now, this gentleman's based in the US. He's an editor, but he also is the co-founder of a magazine called Influensive. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of it. It's quite an established magazine. It's got very high credibility when it comes to business. Influensive, it's called. And he has agreed to come and speak to you guys about getting featured in publications and magazines like his own. So anyone who comes tomorrow, you know, feel free to connect in with him. Who knows, you could probably be able to write for him as well. It's a massive brand, very big brand, a very credible brand. So we're really, really grateful that he has agreed to join us tomorrow. And yeah, he'll be sharing some insights with you straight from the horse's mouth.
You will love it. So that's the one with a special guest is happening tomorrow. And then on Monday, we have at 6 p.m. another extra session with another special guest, which will announce tomorrow. And then on Tuesday at 6 p.m., we are going to have our wrap-up party. And then we're going to close the group on Wednesday. So on the wrap-up party, that's where the extra prizes are going to be announced. The final prize, which is 6 months access to the elite program of the Profile Builder, which you will get if you complete every homework plus the bonus homework. Everyone that will do all the sets, then will be going to a prize draw, and then will be announced live. And then we're going to a prize like the most engaged, the person who shared the most, the hashtag Profile Builder Challenge. So make sure you put the posts out there. We are checking them. Tag me and Michelle, share the learnings. So then we're going to have extra prizes for that. The most supportive, the person who has supported the most other people here in the group, by commenting, by helping out, by reaching out to others. There's some of the things that you have included. If you're still on the fence about joining the Profile Builder program, reach out. Michelle and I are here. We'd love to definitely keep working with you, because building your profile, as we mentioned, is not a luxury anymore. It is a necessity. And that's if we have a message and we want to make an impact with that message, we want to be known, we want to be seen, we want people to hear us and take notice, so then they can act on the message that we have, then building your profile is what is a necessity. And that we are here to facilitate and create that platform for you, where you don't have to do it on your own, and when actually you can be kept accountable and not get distracted on other things that they might feel like a great shiny object, but they're not going to move the needle so much like building your profile. Having said that, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow in the group for another incredible session. And can we have a massive whoop whoop for Michelle for what a masterful session. Awesome job, Michelle. Thank you very much. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow, everyone. Bye.